All right. Guys, and girls out there watching. I got one question for you. Just one question for you. Today, on a brand new show, do you know what my three patients, Harry Kane, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, and Paul Pogba, have in common? The doctor is in the house. If you're looking for Dr. Dre, this is not the right channel. Go to BET. This is Dr. Phil in the house. Hope you guys are doing well. And this is a brand new show called Dr. Phil Soul, where I will be giving that analysis to some of these football players and even managers as well too. Right? If you're now tuning in, please smash a like. Please subscribe to the Man United Agenda. Boom. But before we start, I want to get the viewers involved, right? We're going to stray away a little bit from the show a little bit. I want to know if you guys have ever watched the movie Space Jam. And I asked that question because what if there was a football version of Space Jam, right? Now, for everybody who has never heard or watched Space Jam, is about these aliens who come to Earth to challenge the Looney Tunes to a game of basketball. But as I said before, what if it was football, right? Or if anybody is watching in the US or Canada or anywhere in North America, what if it was soccer, right? Now, in the movie Space Jam, these aliens go across to the NBA and they take the 5 best talented NBA players so that they can have an advantage over the Looney Tunes. But what if it was football? In your opinion, these aliens, if they had to challenge the Looney Tunes to football, who are the 5? Who are the 5 best talented football players that you see these aliens going to steal their ability and their technique to challenge the Looney Tunes? Leave in the comments right now who you think are the 5 football players that their abilities will be stolen by these aliens from Moron Mountain or Douchebag Mountain or whatever, wherever they're from, right? Now, leave it in the comments and let's go. Okay. What I will be telling you guys is a diagnosis of 3 of my patients. You know, I came into the office this morning and 3 of my patients were there waiting for me, right? I've never seen them before, but they're 3 new patients, okay? So I want to hear what each of them have to say. So let me see who is the first patient. Okay. He looks very, very familiar. Very familiar. Now, let me see what he has to say on my sheet. Okay, let's see what this guy has to say. Dear Dr. Phil, my name is Harry and I play for Tottenham in the English Premier League, where I score a lot of goals every year and I win Golden Boot every season. I am a legend at this club and I'm loved by the fans. My best friend, his name is Son. I also play for my country, England, and I score goals. I think English fans like me. I like playing for England and Tottenham as I love to wear white. But the only color I am interested in is silver. Tottenham are not good at this thing called lifting trophies. Neither are England. I am almost 28 years old and I do not have a trophy to my name. I want to win trophies. I want to play in the Champions League. Should I stay at Tottenham and help the club win trophies? Or should I leave them and go to another club who knows how to win trophies? Interesting, interesting, interesting. Well, Sir Harry Kane, what I will tell you right now is that you're suffering from a disease called lack of trophy-titis, right? A lot of players have had this disease over the last 10 to 15 years. There was a guy by the name of Dimitar Berbatov who suffered from that disease, and he went to play his football elsewhere. If you had to shift over to the right side of North London, we've had the likes of Thierry Henry and Samir Nasri and Cesc Fabregas. They also suffered from lack of trophy-titis, right? Symptoms include ambition, but still a little love for their current club, right? And Harry Kane, you're probably here to ask me what is my diagnosis, right? No, Harry Kane, in my opinion, you're asking me if you should stay at the club or you should move elsewhere to win trophies. And my simple diagnosis is you should move elsewhere to win trophies. That's just my opinion. That's just my diagnosis. Okay. Harry Kane, you are a great player. Some people may call you class, other people will call you world class. But at the end of the day, you're almost 28 years old and you're saying that your current club are not in a position to win trophies. So then you should put yourself in a position to win trophies. And that is my diagnosis on Harry Kane. Now, we move on to the next patient. Now, this patient has been eagerly waiting, and he's been one of the most talked about patients for the last year now. So I actually have to put this on just to be safe, right? Okay. Let me read what the patient has had to say. But before I read what the patient has to say, I'm going to need a little bit of help. And I'm going to bring in Reece. How are you doing, Reece? You need to unmute yourself, Reece, because people
What's up,
cannot
Doc?
hear you.
What's up, Doc?
I'm doing well, Reece. How are you doing?
I am doing good, thank you.
I've just finished the first patient and I'm on to the second patient. Let's see what the second patient has to say, Reece. Are you ready?
Oh, I'm all for it, Doc.
Perfect. Okay, let's go. Dear Dr. Phil, my name is Paul Pogba. And as I am writing this letter, I am getting my second haircut of the day. I came to Manchester in 2016 and life has been up and down. I did not know that I would be saying goodbye to Pirlo and Vidal just to say hello to Lingard and Fellaini. The money is good and I like Ole. And I also like to dance. Some Man United fans love me and some don't. I like playing for Manchester United, but I don't like playing next to Fred. I keep thinking Fred could be like N'Golo Kante, but he is more like N'Golo cannot. I am going into my last year of my contract, and I do not know what to do. Should I go to Paris or should I stay in Manchester? Whew. Wow, that's a diagnosis that I will have to get Reece's opinion on. Before I get your opinion, Reece, let's look at some of the comments. Got to put on and see what other people are thinking. All right, let's look at some of the comments right now.
I think I might have to join you, Doc, and I'm always prepared. So let's do it old-fashioned.
Yeah, man. Let's look at some of these comments, right? Okay. Big up to Miss Melina. Boom. I like Miss Melina. Show some love for Miss Melina, people. Solo 7. Yes, Big Phil. It is Dr. Phil today at Solo 7, okay? Today on Thursday it is Dr. Phil, okay? We got the glove and we got the knife. Mr. B, Mr. B, Mr. B, online, never offline. Look at that shirt. Well, I thank you.
That man don't sleep.
Thank you very much, Mr. B. Linville Story says Hurricane is okay. That's about it. Well, fair enough. Okay, cool. Let's tear this off.
I'll put this on.
I have another doctor in the house. Dr. Reece is also here, but we're going to go through some comments and then we're going to go through the diagnosis for Paul Pogba. I will be coming to you, Reece, to ask you what is your diagnosis of Paul Pogba. Thank you very much.
Yes, sir.
Mr. B is saying, big up Dr. Phil. Thank you very much. Monday, Juma. Shh. That guy's a big one. Brilliant, doc, definitely. Linville is in tears, but save your tears for the last minute of this episode, okay? Mr. Silver Fox, big up Mr. Silver Fox. He is loving it. Boom. Now, so far, we have done a diagnosis on Harry Kane, and we're about to do a diagnosis on Paul Pogba. I don't know if you were hearing my original comment before I started the stream with regards to Space Jam. Reece, did you hear that?
I did, and I approve.
Perfect. If anybody did not hear the comment, we are looking for the aliens, and the aliens need to choose 5 football players that they're going to steal their abilities from to challenge the Looney Tunes. We all know that Space Jam, where the aliens stole the abilities from 5 basketball players. But if this was the football version, what 5 players do you think the aliens will steal their talents from? Comment below and let myself and Reece know. Boom.
And just to comment on that, it's all about going to the max.
It's going to the max. Thank you very much, Reece. Okay. Now, Paul Pogba's diagnosis. Talk to me about Paul Pogba, Reece.
Paul Pogba. What a talent. 6'3", a French machine, deceptive with his trickery. Like that man at his height, his build, he should not be playing football like a 5'5" technical skill player. He just physically shouldn't. That man deceives us all. He must have amazing mind abilities. But what he is a man that loves to entertain the world. And for that, he needs the best around him. What he does not need as well is heavy responsibility. He shouldn't be a player that has to track back 60 yards and defend. That's not him. This man is built. Get him in for a defend in a corner, but we don't need him doing the defensive work for anything else. Get this man forward. Get him as an advanced player. Just let him attack teams. That man is world class. What does he need to do, Doc? He needs to stay. In all respect, he has to stay. Because going to Paris, nightlife, drinking, doing whatever he wants with his family, but he ain't going to get challenged. That man ain't going to get challenged. Stay in England. Enjoy London nights. Enjoy Manchester nights. You can get pished there. You can spend time with your family. No problem. But you'll get challenged in the Premier League. Man gotta stay.
It's very true, and I gotta bring up something that he said in his note to me. Right now, he did say that I like playing for Manchester United, but I don't like playing next to Fred. I keep thinking Fred could be N'Golo Kante, but he's more N'Golo cannot. Will this sort of comment being made by Paul Pogba, do you see him wanting to stay in Manchester or going to Paris, in your opinion?
N'Golo cannot says it all, really. If you don't have the partner, you don't have the flourishing talent tools.
Mm-hmm.
However, not everyone is indispensable. So Pogba, if he goes, there's options to come in. But if Pogba stays, Fred can go. Balance out the equation, Doc. Balance it out.
True. I agree. Um, love that, Reese. And now for my diagnosis. Now, Paul Pogba, I definitely agree, is a world class player. I definitely think he needs better players around him. And I think that if Manchester United Football Club do get the better players around Paul Pogba, we'll see the best ability out of Paul Pogba. So my diagnosis to Paul Pogba is you have to stay and accept this contract, right? Because Manchester United is a project that is going to get bigger and better over the next couple of years, right? Now, we have one more patient in the house. If you're watching, please love, please like, please subscribe, please leave as many comments as you want. If there are any ladies watching, please send this link to the guys that have been sliding into your DMs over this last 3 to 4 months. Okay? Please. Now, as I said, Reese, we have one more patient in the house. Let's see who he is. I gotta put on the mask for this here. Yeah.
Ooh, I'll be joining you.
Yeah. Before we operate, we gotta put on the mask for this here. Right? Now, let's see who it is. Oh, damn.
Oh,
Wow.
shit.
Wow. Let's see what he has said. Okay. So according to his file, his name is Ole. Right? Now, let's see. Where have you gone, Ole? Ah, yes. Dear Dr. Phil, my name is Ole, and I have been in charge of Man United, one of the biggest clubs in the world, for over 2 years now. There have been some progression at the club. The players like me, and we came second in the league last season. However, I have not delivered a trophy since my time here. Other clubs have been winning trophies, and I am scared I may lose my job. Even though I am a legend, the fans are divided when it comes to me. Some say Ole in, some say Ole out. I need I need your help, doctor. How long do I have to turn things around? Wow. This is a big one. This is bigger than the Paul Pogba. Wow. So right now, Reese, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer needs our help.
This is a mask off, gloves off situation, Doc.
This is a big one, Reese. We
This
have to help Ole. Reese, talk to me about Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. How I can diagnose him. Talk to me about him.
rightly so. This man is a club legend. You don't have 200 plus appearances for a football club and score 126 goals if you're not trusted at a club. Brought in from like 96 here till 2007. Worked in our youth academy after he left. Learning on the bench. The man is the ultimate learner in terms of the student of the game. He's crafted his trade in his own nation as a manager. He came back to the Premier League to manage Cardiff, who were, in all respect, doomed for the beginning. And the man has had lumps on him from the beginning. It's always been Cardiff were relegated because of this man. It's not, you can't always just blame the man for it. It may not have worked, but not every job's going to work. He goes back to Norway, wins more trophies, comes to us on an interim basis. The man is asked to deliver 2 objectives.
Mm-hmm.
He's asked to restore the club in terms of the situation where it was from the previous regime, put us in a healthy position, and see where we finish before making a decision on whether he deserves the job, whether he gets the full-time position. Fast forward 3 months, this guy has set records.
Yep.
He has broken a record by Sir Matt Busby of winning his first 10 games. He's done all this.
Yep, correct.
Champions League, he's flourishing. He's beaten Paris Saint-Germain in their own backyard. Always at the wheel, as they say. Fans crying out for give this man the contract. Pundits are saying whatever he wants, just put it on a blank contract, get the man in. Then after that, things sadly went downhill. Things for the team went downhill, and this is not on him. It's a lack of managing a big time club. The experience you've got to learn with it doesn't help. Doesn't help who he's working.
We've seen former players from their previous clubs become managers of either their previous club. So, for example, Frank Lampard becoming manager of Chelsea. And even if we go to like country, we see like, Diego Maradona, rest in peace, become manager of Argentina. And it didn't go well for those guys. Is there a difference between those two guys that I call Frank Lampard and Diego Maradona, RIP, and what Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is going through right now? Give me your thoughts on that.
I think there's some similarities and there's also some differences. And the similarities I see is they're both difficult jobs in terms of Chelsea from day one. Whether you go in, you're under scrutiny for everything. Whether you win a trophy, no, I'm the second doctor. Whether you finish in the top 4, you've got to win the Champions League pretty much in your first season. Otherwise, you're gone. You've got to win the league. This is Chelsea. Like Roman Abramovich is the most ruthless owner I've ever seen. Argentina have got a known history of being big in international tournaments, whether it's the Copa America or the World Cup, and Maradona's been there. He's won the World Cup, so you would expect that pressure.
Correct. Yeah.
But the international scene is totally different from the club scene. But because it's one of the biggest nations in world football, you would put it on the same bracket of Manchester United. They demand success, as do we. We demand success, but we were in such a bad position from Sir Alex Ferguson that it's becoming it's quote unquote. We called the treble the impossible dream. Manchester United, to a degree, is becoming the impossible job.
Yeah, I agree.
And whether you want someone to succeed or not, it's not going to be immediate if you don't have the right tools and you're not backed properly.
No, well said. And just to allude to what you say, it's kind of similar to what Paul Pogba is kind of going through as well too, in terms of tools, right? Do you have the right players? Do you have the right players around him to succeed? And then you go to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Does he have the right coaching staff for himself to succeed as well too, right? So I mean,
absolutely.
With regards to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, his main question in the diagnosis was, how long does he have to turn it around, right?
Yeah.
No. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, if you are listening, you may or may not like this here, okay? No. I've done deeper research, and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, you have seen Liverpool win the league and the Champions League. You've seen Manchester City win the league and they got to a Champions League final. Those are two of our biggest rivals. It is this season that you have to turn it around, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to prescribe Ole Gunnar Solskjaer a formula, a remedy, a medicine that should last him until Christmas, right? When that formula, remedy, or medicine runs out, then we'll do another diagnosis. I hope by Christmas he's not on the chopping block. I hope he has made more progression with the club called Manchester United. So, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, we are going to give you up till December 2021. Christmas Day, Boxing Day, Christmas Eve, doesn't matter. Around that time, we'll be doing another diagnosis on you, right? Now, let's go through some of these comments, Reece. if you're liking the content, guys, please smash a like. Please subscribe to the Man United Agenda. Boom. Now, let's see. Let's start from here. Linville Stewart is saying Paul Pogba is playing around some real trash players. Ooh, man, that comment trash. Ooh, that was bright, boy.
It's a good thing I've got mine as well, but I'll wait till the next one.
Yeah. Let's see. Solo 7. What a talented player. I say give him a new 4-year contract. Yeah, sure. Why not? Right? On Monday is saying Paul Pogba needs a blood test to see if he bleeds red for United. Sure, definitely not. We can perform that. We can perform that for sure. Solo is bigging out Reece. Thanks for the love. Thanks for the love. On Monday, loving the ward round. Agree with Harry and definitely the diagnosis of your the porter Reece. Stay where you are loved. MUFC, definitely. Right? Linville Store is the 5 players from the Prem only. Oh, no. You can pick 5 players from around the world, right? Because these aliens are coming to take over Earth, and we need 5 great football players or 5 good soccer players to defeat them, right? So pick any 5 players that you think can defeat these aliens, right? Solo 7, you guys are killing me. Leave Fred alone. You know what? Solo, it sounds like you want us to do a diagnosis on Fred. And Fred's time will come, okay? Fred's time will come. We will do a diagnosis on Fred, okay? Monday, grease up the gloves and give Pogba a prostate. Oh, Lord. Prostate
I feel that one.
Wow. Give a prostate examination to see if he is ready. Okay, cool. Monday again, X-ray required for Ole. Does he have the heart and squeeze to check size of his cojones to see if he has the courage? Interesting. Mr. B is saying, fantastic job, superb show. Thank you, Mr. B. Thank you very much. On Monday, I recommend a prescription of beta blockers for his weak heart. Wow, man. I think he's probably talking about Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, right? Rich Sports, big up Rich Sports in the house. Love, thanks for showing love. Great players make trash players better. That's a very interesting comment, and I guess that's a yes or no. Yeah, fair enough. We'll come back to that comment on another show, but I will make note of that comment. I've made my notes of certain comments that I see in here. Talking USA, big up the guys. And then they're having a conversation, yada, yada, yada. Boom. Talking is laughing. Oh, right. Well, those are the 3 patients that we've had to diagnose for the day, right? You'll have to tune in next week to see what other patients we'll be diagnosing as well too, right? So we've diagnosed Harry Kane, we've diagnosed Paul Pogba, and we've diagnosed Man United's manager Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Before we leave, right, Are there any final comments from you, Dr. Reece?
Final questions or final comments?
Yes, final comment.
The final question is to the chat. If the prognosis of Solskjaer goes beyond 6 months, how long do we give an extension on his medical bills? And last comment is, we go to the max on these diagnoses. You stay tuned for what happens next.
It's true. I honestly don't want to be bringing a defibrillator or Ole Gunnar Solskjaer or any of my patients, but if it has to be done, it has to be done, right? I didn't see any comments with regards to the 5 football players
I
who
think
we
I can go for 5.
Yeah, let's go for 5. Do you have 5 football players you think that who you think the aliens would steal from?
The aliens would try to steal from Ronaldo and Messi. Technical ability, unbelievable finishing ability. They would steal from Pogba for his deceptive agility and his quick feet. They would steal from Ramos for his aggressiveness and his sheer bully in defence. And lastly, they would steal from Oblak because that man, you put him in front of a net, that man is lethal as a goalkeeper. There's your 5. Messi, Ronaldo, Pogba, Ramos, Oblak.
I definitely think so. I think so. And now I will give my 5 because we saw the 5 aliens steal from some of the top basketball players in the world in the first Space Jam movie. But if this was a football version, in my opinion, the first alien from Moron Mountain, he will slither out and he will steal the abilities of Donnarumma. That's the first. That's the first ability he will steal from, right? Donnarumma. The second alien will slither out, and he saw that his partner went for Donnarumma, so he will probably go for somebody else since the goalkeeper position is taken up, and he will slither and he will go for Giorgio Chiellini. So those are two. Those are 2 aliens occupying the bodies of Donnarumma and Giorgio Chiellini. The third alien will slither his way out onto the football field. And he will say, you know what? I like this 20-year-old from Norway by the name of Erling Haaland. I will be taking his powers as well. So that's Donnarumma, Chiellini, Erling Haaland. Two more aliens left. The next alien, and I will agree with you on this here as well, is that he will slither onto the football field and he will take Paul Pogba's ability. He will definitely. And last but by no means least, I'm not going to include Cristiano Ronaldo or Lionel Messi. Why? Because in the original Space Jam, the Looney Tunes recruit the best of the best. So that's how they recruited Michael Jordan. So the Looney Tunes will probably be recruiting either Cristiano Ronaldo or Lionel Messi. So that's why I'm going to be leaving them out of this one here. So the last alien has seen that his fellow brothers have recruited Donnarumma, Chiellini, Paul Pogba, and Erling Haaland. The last alien is thinking, who should I recruit? Who should I recruit? And who will he recruit? He is going to slither onto the field. And he is going to slither into N'Golo Kante. So those are the 5 players I think the aliens are going to look to recruit. Donnarumma, Giorgio Chiellini, N'Golo Kante, Paul Pogba, and Erling Haaland. Guys, we're coming to the end. Please smash a like. Please subscribe to the Marionette Agenda. And on my closing thoughts, I have been telling myself, you know what? These patients will be easy to diagnose, but these have not been easy. These 3 patients have been a challenge, right? And thanks to Dr. Reece, I was able to provide a diagnosis to these 3 patients, right? This has been Dr. Phil Say So. And you know what? We are out.